Welcome back, Aluxers! Today we're cruising down the Great Ocean Road in Australia or taking the scenic route along Romantic Road in Germany, all while driving some of the most expensive electric cars in the world. Electric cars conjure up images of practicality, a reliable vehicle that not only saves you money, but the environment too. The cars on this list dispel those practical thoughts. These cars have price tags that match their quality. Many haven't made it onto the streets yet, or so few have been produced that owning one would be definitely something to note, and some have just disappeared for now. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Number 10. Tesla Roadster, $250,000. The first electric vehicle was produced in 1832 by Robert Anderson, and we've come a long way since those early days. These days, if you mention the words electric vehicle, Tesla is usually the first brand that comes to mind. Tesla released their first Roadster in July of 2006. Production ended in 2011, and in 2014, news of a possible new Roadster was brought to our attention. The new Roadster was developed by Franz von Holzhausen and was revealed at the end of the Tesla Semi event in 2017. Clients could pre-order the vehicle with a $50,000 deposit, and the selling price was $200,000. The first 1,000 models produced would sell for $250,000 each and would be called the Founders Series. The Tesla Roadster was initially meant to be released in 2020, but that date has been changed until 2021, when Musk believes it'll exceed the all-time Nürburgring record of 644 for a production car. Number 9. Aston Martin Rapide E, $255,000. It's still unclear whether this electric car is dead or alive, and Aston Martin are not saying so either. This was the first time Aston Martin entered into the lucrative market of producing electric cars. They unveiled the Rapide E at the Shanghai Motor Show in 2019 and informed people they would only be producing 155 of them. The vehicle would be fitted with a 65-kilowatt battery, and there would be 2 electric motors with a total output of 602 horsepower and 700 pounds-per-foot of torque. It would go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds and reach a top speed of 155 miles per hour. The company is said to be partnering with Williams Advanced Engineering, the same team who built the original Rapide E prototype. An Autocar report suggested that Aston Martin had put their electric car ambitions to rest, but an Aston Martin spokesperson replied by stating they can't comment on product speculation. So when this $255,000 vehicle will be available to buy is not quite clear, but in the interim, Aston Martin has focused on getting themselves out of a lot of debt. Since going public in October 2018, the auto manufacturer had a share slump of 60%. They're making the right moves to get out of debt and have a better cash flow, but it is possible we'll have to be patient before we see the release of the Aston Martin Rapide E. Not a bad thing though, as some reports suggest when it does become available, it could cost as much as $330,000, giving us all some extra time to save. Number 8. Rolls-Royce 102EX, $500,000. Even if you did have $500,000 laying around for this beauty, you wouldn't be able to buy one for yourself because only one was made. The prototype version was unveiled in 2011 at the Geneva Motor Show, and journaling motorists had a field day test driving her. She's also called the Phantom Experimental Electric, and it's said that the only major change here is the V12 engine that's been swapped out for a battery pack and a motor, giving out 290 kilowatts and a 124-mile range. The electric car battery alone weighs 640 kilograms or 1,400 pounds, and to charge it properly it takes 20 hours. To charge the battery, you would park the car over special pads in the ground. The concept is called induction charging. The vehicle can reach speeds of 60 miles per hour in less than 8 seconds. Reports on the reception were mixed, with automotive journalists praising the vehicle, but Rolls-Royce saying the customer reaction was lukewarm. Although this particular version costs $500,000, it's estimated that if the car goes into full production, it could set you back in the region of $1.6 million. Number 7. Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Electric Drive, $550,000. Let's start with the first iteration. The Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG was introduced in 2009. It was a limited edition sports car with 2 seats and a front mid-engine. The vehicle was said to be the spiritual successor of the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. Fast forward to 2012, and the world is introduced to the first electric version of the car, the Mercedes-Benz SLS-AMG Electric Drive. Less than 100 of these electric cars were produced between 2012 and 2014, and finding one could make you very wealthy. The car was powered by 4 electric motors, making up 740 bhp. The 737 pounds-per-foot of torque was massive, but the 1,200-pound battery did slow the car down. It reached 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds, and overall speeds of 155 miles per hour was its limit. It took a mere 3 hours to charge the Mercedes-Benz SLS-AMG Electric Drive, but the weight and the price were big deterrents for potential buyers, and the car was not as successful as they had hoped. Number 6. Jenavation GXE Corvette, $750,000. From a distance, or even up close, this looks like a regular Corvette. However, it's a lot more than just that. This is officially the fastest legal electric car in the world, and it keeps breaking world records. It comes standard with 800 horsepower and a manual transmission. The first record was clocked in 2017 when the car managed to reach speeds of 209 miles per hour, or 336.3 kilometers per hour. But that record has been broken when the same vehicle managed 210 miles per hour or 338 kilometers per hour at the Johnny Bromer Proving Grounds located in Merritt Island, Florida. There's still room for more speeds though, because when the latest model was released in 2018, Jenavation said the car would reach speeds of 220 miles per hour. It's a rear-wheel drive and you have a range of 130 miles, with weight distribution being a near-perfect 50-50. Only 75 of these cars are to be produced at a cost of $750,000 each. Number 5. Rimac Concept 1, $980,000 to $1.2 million. This beauty was designed and manufactured in Croatia by Rimac Automobili. In 2013, the vehicle was said to be the fastest accelerating electric vehicle, and Richard Hammond could possibly vouch for that. In 2017, when he was filming an episode of the Grand Tour for Top Gear, he was in an accident while driving the Rimac Concept 1. He was on the 4th and final round of a hill climb trail in Switzerland when he approached a corner way too quickly, and he couldn't brake in time, causing the rear tires to lose traction and the car to slide off the track. It then broke through a barrier and rolled a few times before plummeting down a hill. Luckily, Hammond escaped relatively unharmed, but the vehicle was not as fortunate and burst into flames. They were only going to produce 88 of these, with the first being delivered to an anonymous Spanish buyer in 2013. The updated version of the vehicle was said to be just 8, one of which Hammond crashed. Each wheel has a separate motor with the electric equivalent of 1,088 bhp, and with onboard computers, you could make the car oversteer, understeer, or even four-wheel drift. It reaches speeds of 227 miles per hour and can hit 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds. Next on our list, just when you thought the Rimac couldn't get any better, another model was unveiled and it truly delivers. Number 4. Remax E2, $1,977,150 to $2.1 million. At the 88th Geneva International Motor Show in 2018, the latest Rimac E2 was unveiled. This production car was revealed to be even better than their Concept 1, with a far better powertrain than the original. Only 150 units were promised to be made, and all 150 were snapped up within 3 weeks, with most buyers including add-ons, amounting to roughly an additional $615,300 per buyer. The C2 has some impressive specs, including 1,888 horsepower and 1,696 pounds-per-feet of torque. It can reach 60 miles per hour in 1.85 seconds, and its fastest speed is 256 miles per hour or 412 kilometers per hour. This is even more remarkable when you realize the car weighs 1,950 kilograms or 4,300 pounds. Once fully charged, she'll be able to cover a distance of 650 kilometers or 404 miles. Plus, there's a fast charging option to gain 80% charge within 30 minutes. Number 3. Pininfarina Verina, $2.5 million. This electric sports car was manufactured by Automobili Pininfarina GmbH in Germany, and they revealed it at the Geneva Motor Show. Now, on paper, this all-electric car should be the fastest in the world, as Automobili Pininfarina claims it can reach 0 to 62 miles per hour in under 2 seconds, and it can reach speeds of 250 miles per hour. But until that's proven, the Jenavation GXE Corvette still holds that title. Automobili Pininfarina plan to release a whole range of electric vehicles, or EVs, including a sports utility vehicle, which will all be available to the luxury market and big spenders. If electric cars are not quite your thing, be sure to watch our other video, The 10 Most Expensive Cars in the World 2020, for some other luxury driving experiences. Number 2. NIO EP9, $3,222,650. This two-seater sports car was manufactured by NIO in just 18 months, and they were assisted by their Formula E racing division. The vehicle made its debut at the Saatchi Gallery in London, England, and 6 were sold to NIO investors for $3,222,650 each. NIO announced 10 more would be available to the public at a cost of $1.2 million. The vehicle holds a few records, including the fastest lap by an electric vehicle at the Circuit Paul Ricard, Circuit of the Americas, and Shanghai International Circuit. The EP9 can reach 62 miles per hour in 2.7 seconds and has a top speed of 350 kilometers per hour or 217 miles per hour. The battery has a range of 265 miles, and the car has an advanced torque vectoring system, so you can adjust the power output to each wheel. Number 1. A Spark Owl, $3,229,200. In 2018, Spark, a Japanese engineering firm, went on a mission to produce the fastest accelerating electric car in the world. The end result? The Spark Owl. The car was revealed at the 2019 Dubai International Motor Show, and there's some big talk around the capabilities of this vehicle. Spark claims the car can reach 60 miles per hour in 1.69 seconds. There are 4 electric motors producing 1,985 horsepower and 1,475 pounds per feet of torque. What's more, the Owl is very light, with a chassis weighing a mere 120 kilograms. Only 50 of these are set to be produced, but there might be delays in production due to the COVID-19 outbreak, as production was supposed to start in 2020. And A-Luxers, that's a wrap on today's video, but of course we have a question for you. What are your feelings about electric cars? Do you believe they're better for the environment? Let us know in the comments. And as a thank you for sticking with us until the end of the video, here's your bonus. Electric cars used to be so quiet, the law changed to ensure the vehicles emitted some noise, especially at low speeds. Many people, particularly the hearing impaired, had no idea if a vehicle was approaching them, so it was imperative the engines alerted pedestrians to their arrival. Which makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Safe travels, A-Luxers! Thank you for spending some time with us, A-Luxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also hand-picked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question on our website, Alux.com. Thank you for being an A-Luxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.